Hey doll, how are you? I'm fucking insane right now. I just flew back from Cleveland. I went to see a concert, but I flew back 2 days ago. I went to work yesterday. I realized I was sick, and then everybody's freaking out about this hurricane, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what? And I was just gonna stay because the last hurricane was like a three and it like passed us and everybody freaked out and it was like nothing. And then they said it was like the biggest tropical storm in the Atlantic. So I'm like, okay, I think I need to go. I was like freaking out trying to find a ticket to go to Atlanta to see my Aunt Missy. And then meanwhile, my neighbors were like, let's take you to the grocery store because you don't have a car. Like, you need to get water. No water at Publix. And it was like a madhouse. I was so annoyed. I had a throbbing headache. I'm sick. So then that was like line at the door, craziness. There was no like shopping carts. There's so many people there. And then I like stocked up on food, but I'm like over that. Like I don't have a flashlight. I'm not ready for this. And we went to like another store to get water, and there was like literally just this left, like baby things, and they're like, you need like a whole week's worth, and la 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 la. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I'm not mentally, physically, emotionally put together enough for this. I know I can handle it, like, if I was, like, put together, but homegirl needs to meditate. So last night I was, like, looking for flights, and it was, like, insane. Like, $700 for a one-way ticket, and, like, craziness. So I finally found, like, a one-way that was, like, reasonable, and I bought it, and because right next to it was like a $500 ticket, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, they're selling out and jacking up the prices, and like I need to get out. Like, I'm done. And my store is like that I work at is like closing up. They're gonna like board up the windows. I'll try and keep you updated, but I need to do some yoga and like try and work on my school shit. But yeah, here's how it looks now. I feel like everybody thinks, it's like disaster zone right now, but really the only disaster is like everybody freaking out. Oh, okay, so it's been like, the whole day. What time is it? 6:30. I need to like go to the school and like collect the things that I need to collect, so I can work on something while I'm in Atlanta. Um, this is insane. It's so hard to focus because I'm getting like bombarded with messages and like my work officially canceled and I'm sucking on cough drops and like trying not to be sick and like looking at the hurricane things, the news, and I'm like, okay, I have like shit to do and my online class. Um, it's insane. Like, I'm really over this. It's just really dramatic. Like, it's like, oh my god. And like, everybody's freaking out. And I'm like, like I know if I stayed, I'd be okay. But I just don't want to deal with like my landlord was like, oh, like, we're gonna have to cut like the gas line. Then he said the power might go out. And I don't want to deal with like the power out for like a week. I don't want to deal with like why would you stay if you have to deal with that shit? I'd rather just like do a little mini vacay. So I don't know how this shit's gonna go, or I might come back and nothing's here and the whole house is blown over. So gotta say bye to my things, but I really don't care anymore. Um, Gotta like pack a big suitcase of all my valuables, and it's just like overload. But I've been like pacing just cause like feel like I need to be doing things, but I'm like, what do you do? And it's gonna be real interesting tomorrow at the airport if my flight even goes, so stay tuned. Hello, so it's Thursday morning, well, like noon. I just started packing up, or like grabbing things to pack, and it's so weird. I did not think, like, it's so weird to like do this because you literally have to walk around and be like, what would I be like devastated to not have? And like at first it's really easy, like obviously you grab like the number one things that you need to have, and then it's like gets really hard, and the hardest thing to me is like my artwork and the things that I've like collected through my travels, and those things that you can't take with you. Like I can't take like 10 framed pictures, and then you have to think like, okay, photographs you could like replace. What can't you replace? So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey guys, thanks for joining my pack with me. This is Natural Disaster Edition. So I really went for the top essentials that you just can't live without, and that was quite literally. So my first initial thought was to do, like, to grab the most expensive things that I have. I really had to think of like, what would I be pissed if I don't have it? This is like real deal here. So this is the most expensive shirt I've ever bought, and then just like it really was like going into things that mean something to me and like have a memory. So this is from London, this is from a concert, so the concert tees and like really memorable clothing, and then just things that like essentials. And then going down here, it's all my jeans, Madewell, and like vintage shorts, and my essentials that I like would be really mad if they weren't there anymore. Just jackets for the trip, undies, and then like this is like a limited edition that I won, like a Jeff Koons, and then like just essential clutches. And then we got into like Versace ring here, and then we have like things that I really don't want to lose. So it's my like scrapbook from my first Europe trip, high school yearbook, all my journals, and sketchbooks that I've collected and written in, and then like birth certificate, passport. So those are pretty much in a nutshell what I'm packing. We'll see if I could pick, oh, I forgot. Also my camera, my Nikon, and then my laptop will be in there, and then my like 35mm camera. So those are my packing essentials. I hope it helps you for your next natural disaster. And yeah, we'll see how far and how much I could fit in. I love how my hair is looking today, even though it's gonna be like a big hot mess by the time I do all this shit. So I'm packing up. This is what I have so far. So I was able to put all my like shirts, sorry this is probably really loud, but whatever, shirts and pants there, and then my scrapbook there, and then here's like my clutches in there. And then here, I wrapped up my camera. I'm kind of worried about it, but bonjour. So I'm all packed up. I had lunch. I got to clean, which is nice, and I think I'm all set. So I moved all of my outdoor stuff in, so that should be good. And then, if you could see, they're starting to board up all the windows, so I wish you could see like what it looks like when it is, because it's really annoying. What is it, last year we had like the hurricane, and it was like boarded up for a month, so I'm counting on that happening again. But anyways, my neighbor Dell is taking me to the Metro Mover. So I'm taking the Metro Mover to a train, to another train, to a bus, to a plane, to another train, to a car to get to my aunt's house. So that will be a fun little adventure. I'm leaving at 5, and the plane is at like 10, and I'm gonna get at her house at like 2-ish. So it's a full packed day of planes, trains, and automobiles. The hurricane is supposed to hit here like Sunday, so I'm leaving like Thursday night, so I should be good to go. I don't know why they would like cancel it. But yeah, I'm ready to like get there and breathe. It's really, really bizarre because I feel like I'm like getting on a Titanic boat, like one of the rescue boats, because like everybody's like, oh my god, you're so lucky that you're getting on the plane, la la la, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like real, like holy shit. And it's like, grab your best belongings, like it's like, whoa. But I'm doing okay through it all. I just wish I like felt a little better, but that's life. Here's my outfit of the evacuation. So I have a vintage top and Madewell jeans, Steve Madden boots, Target belt, and vintage jacket. Hello, so Adele, my neighbor, actually drove me all the way to the Tri-Rail, so I skipped 2 trains that I needed to take, so now this will take me directly to the Fort Lauderdale station, and then I have to take a bus to the airport. So it's actually a nice station, but it is hot as fuck. I'm like so humid, I'm like dripping. And something really weird was that driving there, it was my neighbors, and they were both like worried and like scared, and this is like getting really real because I thought like the locals were really prepared and like, you know, kind of really didn't care, but they really are kind of freaking out. So it's real, like it's like they're not staying in the house. I thought they were going to stay in the house, they're going somewhere else. So it's really intense. I didn't realize like how intense it was. Yeah, I'm just waiting at least 20 minutes. Just gonna, you know, trip my face off. So that is that. Bonjour. So, the security was like a breeze. There's like nothing. It was a joke. But I talked to the lady and she said that yesterday it was like insane, like a line out the door. But inside it's really packed. But I have 3 hours. I'm like way too early, but you know, we'll see. So I'm kind of like checking the board all the time and refreshing my email to make sure my flight doesn't get canceled, because I was walking around and some people, like, their flight got canceled and they're like running to like go sort something out, and then I heard somebody talking, one of the Spirit persons talking about one of the flights getting canceled. So I'm like, it's like a lot to handle. It's like you could see like tension with everybody. But I ordered some nachos and I'm really tired, so I'm hopefully gonna nap and go from there. But it's so weird to be like in this.
It's delayed, but it wasn't like a firm answer. So, are you going to Atlanta?
Are you guys Dallas or Atlanta?
Dallas.
There's nothing you can do. You get a refund or reschedule to Tuesday. And they're not giving you any tips for where to go. Yeah. Which, that's going to be after the storm.
Yeah.
So.
They say reschedule till Tuesday?
Yeah. Okay, I'm freaking out right now. So we were supposed to board at like 9:55. It's like 10 o'clock. And the like area that we're supposed to, the gate wasn't even didn't even have like our name on it. There's no like representative there. So we go to like the customer service and they were like saying like, oh, it's still going. And we're like, there's nobody there. And then this huge line of people came and they were on the flight for Dallas, sitting boarded on the plane for an hour. And then they announced that the flight was canceled. So all of them are like hoarding back. There's no more flights to go to. They like have to get a refund and they have to stay here. So I am like dead scared, like literally. Like I might not be able to do this. Like I literally, the plane needs to like take off for me to be like comfortable right now. This is insane. And we don't even know like, okay, I think they did switch it finally. But I mean, nobody really knows what's going on. No, it's still saying Dubai. This is so insane.
Wow, it's like, is it blowing up your...
Okay, so it was delayed for like an hour and a half. It was delayed twice. And now we're boarding and everybody's phones are going off with hurricane warnings. So it's like literally so intense. But hopefully we're boarding and the plane actually takes off. This is like... So I got home at like 3 a.m. I'm so glad to be with family and with my aunt and uncle. I don't know, this is like insane. The news is like so real. And I'm just like, I don't even know, but I'm just very happy to finally be out of Florida and like safe, even though I think it's gonna go towards Atlanta, but I mean, this is like a breeze compared to like, you know, Miami's gonna be a direct hit. So I honestly feel like I'm in a movie. Like this is how it feels. Just like watching the news, seeing like the city that I live in and like the area exactly that's like going to be hit. Like, I mean, I can only imagine when it actually does hit, but this is just like Twilight Zone. And even at the airport, I felt like I was in a movie or like, it's nuts. I just want to say too, I literally feel like I am the luckiest person to be able to get out of that, like seeing what's happening. I'm like, it's like surreal. The whole thing is very surreal, and I'm just so grateful that I was able to get out of that. And it's like a dream. It's weird that I'm kind of like going and like doing and running, but to actually like breathe it in, it's a lot. And I'm just so thankful, and I feel like privileged that I could even like, you know, have a place to stay and be able to get out. And I just feel so lucky to, you know, be able to get the ticket when I did and be able to get on the flight and that it even got out. And it's like so much. So I'm really like watching the news. Just, I don't know when I'll be able to get back. It's a one-way ticket. It's like just holding my breath, and texting all my people still in Miami. So we'll see. But I'll keep you guys updated. And until next time.